We need to win every match to end our season if we want to guarantee our spot in playoffs. That starts with their Week 7 battle against Vepsis and his Helsinki High Dragons. We lost to Vepsis twice in the last league we played in together, where his powerful multi-mode Psychic Terrain and Sun team dominated in the low-tier league. He has a similarly overwhelming team here, with Rayquaza and Iron Valiant being an insane duo, not to mention the other Uber on his team, Zamazenta Crowned. If you haven't already, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single upload for the BBL or any of the other competitive draft league content that we do every week on this channel. Going over the matchup, our team is Lunala, Greninja, Terra Kingambit, Florges, Blastoise, Infernape, Bronzong, Dunsparce, Houndstone, Mudsdale, and Swalot. Vepsis' team is Rayquaza, Iron Valiant, Zamazenta Crowned, Mesprit, Klefki, Alomomola, Glimmora, Terra Thundurus T, Terra Sandaconda, and Incineroar. Rayquaza and Iron Valiant are a powerful duo, both creating very difficult turns, often with no safe option to play around many of the sets we expect to see this week. Dragon Ascent and Draco Meteor are great coverage options into almost my entire team, with the switch-ins having limited ways to deal damage to the Rayquaza in return. Iron Valiant presents a similar problem, with booster energy and choice sets causing a lot of stress against my defensive Pokemon. A priority in this build is to have an offensive check that can handle both of these Pokemon, rather than relying on a combination of defensive Pokemon that might not offer much elsewhere. A common theme of our season has been struggling with water types, and we have two difficult water types to manage this week. Usually Alomomola is not a great Pokemon, oftentimes just used as a way to take a hit and get around your team, providing little value to the outcome of the game. While that will be its role in this game, our team has a particularly tough time breaking it, especially considering it resists our most prominent stab move to check Rayquaza, giving it plenty of times to get health back with Regenerator. Thundurus T, while not a water type, is one of Vepsis' Terra captains, allowing it to become an extremely powerful setup sweeper against our team with the water Terra type. Greninja is probably our best Pokemon in this matchup, despite its difficulty with Alomomola switching into most of its attacks. It can check both the Rayquaza and Iron Valiant, while getting up valuable spikes to help break down the aforementioned Alomomola, enabling our team to have a potential endgame with Kingambit or Lunala. Blastoise leads our team this week holding an eject button, looking to set up an early sequence to get our Lunala in for free against Alomomola. We are relaxed nature and 0 speed IVs to guarantee that we are slower than the Incineroar, guaranteeing a flip turn if Vepsis goes for parting shot. Yawn is a great move here, forcing Alomomola out on lead and preventing Zamazenta Crown from getting out of hand with Iron Defense. Ice Beam provides this insurance against Rayquaza, while Rapid Spin allows us to remove hazards if Glimmora and or Klefki start spike stacking against our team. Lunala is the main beneficiary of our lead Blastoise, looking to get up a free substitute on a turn against Alomomola. Incineroar is expected to be the check into this, and we are prepared for that using Power Meteor Beam to break through it, putting it into range of Focus Blast after the +1 and the damage. This opens up Moongeist Beam against the rest of Vepsis' team, allowing us to break through his other defensive Pokemon like Alomomola and Klefki, both of which cause a great deal of trouble for my team. Assault Vest Florges is the other relevant Pokemon to our lead, as it helps us answer the variety of Terra Thundurus T sets that Vepsis can run this week. Our set is almost guaranteed to live any combination of Terra Blast plus 2 Sludge Waves from Modest Expert Belt Thundurus T, killing it in return with 2 Moonblasts. This sequence only really works effectively off lead, so we will need to get our Stealth Rocks up early to prevent Thundurus T from coming in multiple times to force this sequence. Our other coverage moves are less important, with Energy Ball to hit Alomomola, Psychic to hit Glimmora, and Draining Kiss to gain HP back if the situation arises. With the Terra Thundurus T being so threatening this week, as well as the Rayquaza, we need to prioritize setting up Stealth Rocks as quickly as possible. Mudsdale gives us the best avenue to do that, with opportunities to come in on Incineroar and Klefki, two of Vepsis' best defensive answers into my team. Mudsdale is also a decent initial check into the Zamazenta Crown, leveraging Roar to prevent an early setup opportunity with the shield ability. Earthquake gives us a powerful stab to damage both the Klefki and the Incineroar, and Stone Edge rounds out the set to hit Rayquaza and a potential Terra Flying Thundurus that might be trying to set up on us. Our Terra Captain in Kingambit is Terra Ghost this week, also using the Assault Vest item. This is one of our best ways to offensively pressure Vepsis' top tier threats, especially once we force out the Zamazenta Crown after using the shield boost. Ghost's main use is against Rayquaza, granting us an immunity to extreme speed, allowing us to Sucker Punch freely against the Rayquaza. Ironhead gives us the coverage we need against Iron Valiant, as well as the Klefki, and then Low Kick does massive damage to the Zamazenta Crown, winning a scenario where it has Crunch and Zamazenta is at +1 because of the shield ability. Kowtow Cleave is our final move, just giving us a powerful stab move against the rest of Vepsis' team. Greninja has a tough job this week, doing double duty as a choice scarfer and a hazard setter with spikes. Having a consistent check to both Booster Energy Iron Valiant and Rayquaza is critical, which Greninja can do with Protean Sledge Wave and Ice Beam respectively. The issue with this game plan is Alomomola, which while it can be Poison Blast Sledge Wave, gets a free turn on every single forced Ice Beam turn. Spikes here are to help mitigate that, forcing pressure on a Klefki that wants to come in and set up its own hazards, as well as the Alomomola. Grass Knot rounds out our set to pressure the Alomomola and the Sandaconda. Calcs are greatly improved after Stealth Rocks and Spikes get set up. And with that, we have our build for Week 7 of the BBL. As always, shout out to Brown, Kaz, Obo, and OG Albana for all of the prep and mock support this week. Let's get right into the battle. Alright, it's time for the battle against Vepsis. We are leading off with Eject Button Blastoise because that gives us the best leads to open up this game into Incineroar, Alomomola. Basically everything is led into well by Eject Button Blastoise to set up our game plan. So good luck and have fun to our good pal Vepsis. He dominated me a little bit in LTM when we played, so hopefully we can get one back on him here. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, do all that fun stuff. We're trying to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. We were pretty far away from the goal, but hey, if you can help us get us even a little bit closer, that would be very much appreciated. Veps is a really, really good player. So tough game here to keep ourselves in the hunt for playoffs, but 2-1 over these last 3 games, depending on how everything shakes out, might be good enough. So let's start that with a win here against Vepsis. He's just going to lead with Alomomola. This is really, really good for me. So this is the lead sequence we kind of talked about a lot in prep. Well, not a lot in prep. We talked about this in prep in that our goal is to get Lunala in on Alomomola here early, bait the Incineroar with substitute Power Meteor Beam, kill that Pokemon, and then just get another guy after the fact. The way we do this is we outspeed Alomomola and underspeed Incineroar. So we're gonna yawn here, just to prevent this Pokemon. If it just wants to early wish and just like play around, Shell Smash, or we use our eject button to trap it in here with the eject button and get a free turn into Lunala, because this is going to give us hopefully the Incineroar early, which is what we're really looking for here. If we get this Incineroar off rip, then this game becomes so much easier for us to play. So we're in here. Let's get our substitute up. There's no reason for me to click anything else here. The goal is to get up a substitute in front of this, kill Incineroar with Meteor Beam, and get a +1 Moongeist off on something else. He doesn't really have another good option. Like if I kill this Incineroar with Meteor Beam, what's the solution after the fact? Really, like it's going to be tough for him to figure that out. He's just going to hard out here into Incineroar probably. He's just going to go into Klefki. This is actually pretty good for me too, because I'm able to just go for a Moongeist Beam here anyway. Just get through, start breaking through some damage on this Pokemon. So he hasn't given us the Incineroar, but we get to start pushing damage on this, which is super, super nice. Mudsdale is pretty important. How important is Mudsdale now at this point? There's no Zamazenta. He's just going to set up a light screen. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this at this point in time. You know, we can just start getting some chip on these Pokemon. That's not a lot, but let's see what the item is. No item, so maybe Light Clay. But I mean, I'm just gonna keep clicking buttons, right? Like, there's not really much for me to do just yet off of this. If we can chip this Pokemon down, then I really like our game plan. We go forward. The problem is this makes it a little bit harder into Incineroar. We're definitely not gonna be able to pick up the kill. So we'll get the Moongeist Beam off. You have to be some like really weird set for this to kill at this point. Let me see if that like has a chance of killing. I mean, I'm gonna take my damage here. I might as well. I mean, we opened up the sequence for a reason, and we'll be able to kill with Focus Blast after the fact. So let's get this Meteor Beam off and hopefully make some progress on this Pokemon. Maybe we get a crit too. That might be a little lucky, but this should hopefully remove one of the biggest deterrents to Lunala in this game. So good on Vepsis for playing in and getting... Yeah, that'll do it. That's very funny. Would have really liked to get that chip. Now, we do have Mudsdale, which is fine. We don't have to worry about that too much. First time I missed that move in this matchup was during the mock, or it was in the actual battle instead of the mock, which is very, very funny. But we can just go Mudstill here and get up a rock. So let's not get too carried away here. He could get aggressive here. I don't see a world where he does. He could like parting shot, knowing this, but I have to take my opportunity to get up my rocks where I can. Man, it's really unfortunate I didn't get that damage on this Incen early. Would have really, really made this game play out well. That was a good sequence, but hey, it is what it is. There's still plenty of time for us to get back in this game. Well, there's no Zamazenta. It's a little bit easier, I think, to play into his team. So we're going to swap out here into Mudsdale. Hopefully he just attacks. Goes for like even a Willow I'll take at this point. I guess need to get the rocks up to deter the Ray and the... okay, that's like Choice Moon or something? Let me check the count on this. We need to deter the Ray from coming in as often as possible. Alright, that could just be Adamant 252 here. But these are free rocks. We have to take the free rocks where we can get them. They're just way too important in this battle to not get an opportunity to get them up. I kind of think he's just going to go Aloe here. Aloe is just like the most obvious thing for him to do. You could just try to put more pressure on this thing. We do need to keep in mind how many turns of screen we have up. That's going to be a really big factor in determining how we play around Iron Valiant in this end game. Because Choice Scarf Greninja is our best way to beat Iron Valiant in the late game. Alright, so he's going to switch. Man, if I got that thing up too, these rocks coming up would have been massive for this game. And in comes Thundurus. It is Terra Electric, which is a little bit unfortunate. It means that there's not really... It's really hard to predict the turn. I mean, I don't see there's a world where he clicks a move that's super effective into our Florges here. I don't think Sludge Wave is a realistic play. And this set is really designed to take advantage of these sequences where they go for Terra Blast or Thunderbolt first. So let's see what Vepsis does. If he goes for the Nasty Plot, then that's a little bit problematic. But we can still at least take one and then put it in range of our Greninja after the fact. Or even the Lunala, depending on the set and the bulk. We can probably determine at that outspeeds as well. Problem is he does have the screen up, which deters us. And I think he's deterred anyway from tearing. This endgame would have been, this Incineroar would have been so much less of a problem if it had just got Meteor Beamed. But he might be Boots, so it's probably still going to have equal impact on this game. Alright, so let's switch out. We know we're going to be slower, so we know he's staying into attack. We're going into our AV Florges. He's going to Nasty Plot. Okay. This is fine-ish. The light screen up is a little bit annoying. How many turns of screen do you have? You have 2 more turns of screen left, which means screens will go down before you kill me. So it is light clay. Klefki. So let's start writing some of this info down. I mean, at this point, I'm just going to Moonblast. Like, I mean, if he Sludge Waves, he Sludge Waves. You're already Terra Electric, so that's fine. We should be basically in no risk. We're at no risk of dying on this turn because of our set. We should be able to determine what set this is. Thunderbolt. Are you timid or modest? That's going to be important to know here. That is looking to be timid. Would really like to see a drop here. No drop. Oh, man. Do I have a Draining Kiss here now? Maybe I should have Draining Kiss there. Does that open up? It doesn't really open up. It doesn't open up any calcs. And he guarantees it would have lived another one after, but... I mean, you're going to be... If I just go for another attack, you are dead to the subsequent hits coming your way. So I'm just going to Moonblast here and pick up the rest of this Pokemon. As long as like nothing goes wrong in this turn, like a crit, then we should be fine. Okay. Oh my god, wow, alright, yeah, sure, I mean, yeah, whatever, I mean, that's gonna happen. Pokemon is such a fucking beautiful game sometimes, where you can just Mickey your opponent. I know the crit. Look, it sucked that I missed Power Meteor Beam. That, to me, that feels way worse for Vepsis than the Power of Mist felt for me. So that's super unfortunate. But like, hey, look, I'm calling for playoffs right now. I need better luck than good. You need a few things to go your way over the course of a season if you're gonna win a championship. And that's a good thing to go your way. Wow, I saved this as a potential sack. Or I could just attack something in front of me. Like, I guess, like, there's no screen up here. I guess the question is, what does he go? Really, really big question here now for Vepsis is how does he play this? We know if he goes Iron Valiant, he can't SD. I think if he goes Iron Valiant, I just stay in front of that and just, like, let this Pokemon go. If he goes, I guess let's just see what he has. Like, I can walk through all the permutations. Takes rocks, so he's not boots. Man, I'm still worried this is like heavy barrier or something. Like, I could be just trying to like bait my Greninja, but like, what am I gonna do? Play around that? Like, I don't know. Like, that just doesn't seem to make sense at this point. I mean, I'm just gonna attack. Like, if you just give me this Pokemon with the Sword Stance, like, well, I'll take it. Shadow Ball, okay. Really want to see if this is Life Orb or not. It is Life Orb. Okay, so we go Greninja for free here every time. All right, so we know that this now kills with Sludge Wave. Question is, do I get up a Spike here? Man, should I get up a Spike? Is it worth it? So if this turn goes wrong, like this turn could go really wrong really quickly. If I don't Sludge Wave here, obviously the Spike and the Stealth Rock here being up would be like clutch into this game for pressuring the Alomola. And he's just gonna go Klefki, but man, Mudseal's so free into Klefki, that's just not worth the risk. Like, it's just not worth taking a risk like that at this point. I see him going Klefki here more often than not, obviously, but like, I don't know. I just like, with this being Life Orb too, I'll get that chip with the Life Orb at some point. Christopher, is this the Incineroar? No, this is Klefki. Okay, I was gonna say, why would Incineroar come in? Obviously, Sludge Wave's coming, but... Alright, look, not great. Obviously, a free Spike there would have been nice, and maybe you're supposed to take those turns. But I think with Life Orb, that changes the calculus just a little bit. Due to the fact that that's going to kind of operate as a Spike in certain instances for me. So I'm willing to lower my risk there by clicking Sludge Wave. Question is he's probably just going to start setting up screens. And screens are super nasty into my team, especially with Light Clay. Screens. Like, he could have Magnet Rise. I guess Magnet Rise burns a screen turn, and then I can start roaring and playing to that. What helps with the screen game plan as well. I mean, I'm not going to mention this Incineroar anymore, because I outlucked him, so... That Pokemon being alive for an extra sack to set up screens is, like, I think, a value. To me, it makes the game even, so... I'm good with that. So Iron Valley, we know, is a Life Orb, Shadow Ball. And he just sets up a Spike, okay. So he's looking to get his hazards up here. I mean, he could just be Magnet Rise. I mean, it's a possibility. What is my sequence if he's Magnet Rise? What would his last move be here, you think, if he's Magnet Rise? I mean, if he Magnet Rise here, I think I'd go Hard Blastoise, because I think Hard Blastoise actually prevents a lot of bad turns after the fact. So, I mean, you gotta be... Hey, I'm making you have it here. You don't have it. Okay, no Magnet Rise is good. This Earthquake is not trivial to switch into. Outside of Rayquaza. Alomomola can obviously come in. The chip is not, like, great. Like, you're not... I guess you're fine with this, actually. What is my best way to finish this game? So if I go this, you go Iron Valiant, your special Life Orb. And do I just, like... Do I just go this and, like, flip turn out on you and then go back into Greninja? Is that, like, is there a vision in that play? Or do I just, because I'm not going to get damaged. I mean, I have to go this. I assume he's going to flip turn, but at this point, I'm a little, the blender just a tiny bit. He could be AV, too. The fact that he's shown no item and no leftovers makes me think AV is kind of likely, which makes Spikes very, very important here to get up in the end game. Very, very important. He's also Shadow Ball, which creates so many awkward turns now for King Gambit against Iron Valiant. I am AV, so I do have chances to live those, but I'm not with the amount of hazards that are likely to go up this game. Flip turn, yeah, I mean, I could have stayed in, not worth it. I'd rather just see him go Iron Valiant, and let's just see what the calc is there. I mean, Blastoise' use was to come in here and be just like a good lead. Like a general, just like decent lead in this matchup. And it's kind of done that a little bit. It's helped me get into the game. So, Timid Life Orb is most likely to set. I mean, I live Timid Life Orb here and get a flip turn off, which puts it in range of Greninja Ice Beam, maybe? It does. It goes Ray. Okay. Are you boots? No, you're not. Okay. Now, this is where we have to really, really check things. Ice Beam doesn't kill. Jolly Life Orb doesn't kill. Man, if he is like weakness policy, like, am I playing around weakness policy here on this turn? Dragon Ascent from Life Orb doesn't kill. And if he's a weakness policy, then I have like I have a decent shot at killing. I have a decent shot of killing. I have Sucker Punch Ghost to prevent extreme speed from being a problem after the fact. I think my best play is just the Ice Beam. Like, if he gives me an opportunity to get this Pokemon, I think I have to take it, right? I think I have to take it if he gives me this. I think playing around weakness policy is just not really gonna matter too much. Okay, he's gonna be special. Okay. Well, goodbye Blastoise. We know this is special now, which helps with our AV. He's Life Orb Draco. Okay. I gotta get up a spike here now. I just have to get this spike up here just to make this a little bit easier for me to pull this one out. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Greninja here. If he extreme speeds, that's tough, but I mean, it's not gonna ever kill here, but I just have to get this spike up here. It's the only thing that's really gonna help in this endgame against the Alomomola. Or it's the most important thing against the Alomomola at this point, is to get this spike up. Well, I didn't have a Draco switch in anyways. It's not like it matters. I mean, I had to at some point take the risk in this mid game, was to get this spike up. I probably should have taken it on the Klefki. It makes this endgame a little bit easier. But if I Ice Beam the Aloe, it just sucks anyway. So I think it's just time. Hey, let's just get this spike up. If he E-speeds, he E-speeds. It's probably just mixed. Special with E-speed is what I would guess would be the set here. He withdraws. Okay. We get a spike up. Spike up is important. In comes this. He's going to get his own spike up, but this thing becomes harder to switch into my Greninja every time that I make this sequence. And I do have Roar. Like, I do have access to Roar. Like, Roar is kind of nice here. And it prevents the, what's it called, the Ray from coming in often. And I still have opportunities to sub up in front of Alomomola, probably. Or at least I hopefully do. But this spike is critical. Getting hazards up against Vesta's team is just so important, especially where it's Life Orb Ray. Like, he's just taken 35 already. To attack again, he's like almost dead. And that allows me to Sludge Wave. Actually, literally the next time he attacks, I can Sludge Wave on that. Which makes the Iron Valley into Reg endgame now possible. We just have to get rid of this freaking Klefki. So what is he? Light Screen Spikes. We don't know his other two moves yet. The other thing I have to be mindful of is dying to extreme speed with my Greninja after so many hazards get put up. What is my play here? Do I just roar out the Aloe and get like an advantageous turn that way? Or do I just like double into this and get a sub up? I honestly think I double into this. I think you're just gonna go, you have to go Alomomola here. And getting a substitute on Alomomola is so good here in this spot. I can push past Klefki a little bit. Your Pokemon are starting to take chip because they're Life Orb to even be in range after a light screen goes up. So I think I have to double into Lunala, substitute on Aloe, break pressure through this Klefki just a little bit more, waste a few screen turns, and with the spike in the Rock Up, like after a Moongeist Beam, it's getting pretty close to just dying anyway. So I think that's where my head's at versus how good. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say Quicksilver for him. He's going Aloe here. This is Aloe, right? This is IV. Wow, good play on Vepsis' part here. Maggie has left the building. She saw she saw Vepsis double into IV here, and it's like, nah, I'm not watching this anymore. You're getting the bricks played off you right now. Maggie, that's crazy. You don't get any heart. You don't believe in the GOAT. I mean, that's just a good play by Vepsis. Not much you can do about a player playing well. At a certain point, you kind of just have to go and sack Mudsdale at this point. I need to save this in front of, like, I can still get value out of this Pokemon. Don't get me wrong. Like, this Pokemon's still very valuable in this game, and I'm gonna have to go Greninja, but I can Ice Beam now. Shadow Ball, goodbye Mudsdale. I'm gonna get another life orb drop on this, which is actually super nice. This is actually, like, this also gets it close to Sucker Punch range, which is kind of nice. Now, it might have Shadow Sneak for that. Do I ever make another play? I mean, he probably reveals a coverage move here, because he wants to cover, I assume, for King Gambit. Ooh, I could have gone in there, but that wouldn't have made sense. All right, that's a really good double on Vepsis' part to take advantage of me. If I EQ is a hard play to make there and let Aloe continue to just flip turn on my team for like literally eternity. The question here is, what do I do now? What do I do now? This is a really tough spot now. All right, let's see. Let's go into the King Gambit Calyx. I take half with King Gambit here. I think I just have to go Gran. Like, I think Gran is just my safest play here literally every time. Like, I don't think there's a reason to get creative on this turn. Just not worthwhile. And I'm just gonna Ice Beam. Ice Beam at least puts a little bit of damage on the Klefki, which is nice. And then I'm gonna have to go hard King Gambit on the Klefki and just start attacking. I do have the speed to outspeed the Incineroar. I mean, at +1, it's gonna be tough, but I've lost enough Pokemon that after rocks, that should just die. Oh man, what a good game. What a good game. You know what? The fact that Vepsis played his way back into it makes it feel a little bit better about the crit. The crit obviously was game changing, but there's still a lot of angles for us to get back here. I think we can only come in once more and not die to E-Speed from Ray though. So that means we're gonna have to rely on King Gambit, Sucker Punch there, which, I mean, Laking King Gambit is if you're gonna rely on a Pokemon Hell, like you're gonna rely on Laking King Gambit. That's for sure. That's a Pokemon to rely on. The problem is like, man, if he just goes Aloe here, like, fuck, that's tough. He's gonna Ice Beam this. This should kill here. There we go. Okay, Iron Valiant is down. That is a huge Pokemon down. Wow, that helps. That really does help. But I'm in a really, really tough spot here. Problem is, I think I died a Life Orb Ray. E-Speed anyway, so. The thing is, he doesn't know my set yet. I don't think he knows if I'm choiced or not. I don't think I haven't like switched moves up or anything, but like every position I've been in has been a position where I would switch out even if I wasn't choiced. Like, I could very well just be E-Belt in this spot. Alright, in comes this. I'm going King Gambit. It's time. We gotta just start clicking buttons here. Maggie, not today. It could still be... Yeah, I have to go King Gambit here, I think. Man, what it would be so nice if you weren't Boots and you doubled into Incineroar here, expecting King Gambit. That might be kind of fire. That would be hard. That's a hard play. That would be obviously just a bad play to make with Aloe in the back, but man, that might make this endgame just a little bit cleaner. All right, let's see what we got here. Take her spike damage. Supreme Overlord. Light Screen. Okay. So 8 more turns of Light Screen to contend with. You surely have to go Aloe here, right? Like, at this point, you have to go Aloe. I need to get a sub up. I need to start making some sort of forward progress in this game. Like, you can't attack and just lose this Pokemon. This Pokemon is just so crucial to your game plan against Greninja right now. I think I have to just make this aggressive play and just use Substitute to start, like, breaking down some of these Light Screen turns. He does withdraw. Please just go Aloe here. That would make this game so much simpler. I think this is the Aloe. This is the Incineroar. Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna... This thing gets Sucker Punch, right? Damn. This thing gets Sucker Punch, right? Oh, it doesn't get Sucker Punch. Doesn't get any priority? We'll probably get some Mickey Quick Attack or Fake Out or something. Well, I mean, this should kill, right? Focus Blast kills here. He's Adamant max HP. Yeah, this should kill here. Alright, let's take the Focus Blast here. We gotta remove this Pokemon. Endure. Uh-oh. That's not good. Miss? Smile? No. Okay. It's like Endure Custap then. Yeah, it's Endure Custap. Okay. Scheist. This is not great. This could be better. If he's Endure Custap, I think I had speed with King Gambit then, given this set. Is there anything I can do to prevent this from just like making a Pokemon? Like, you surely click a fire move here, right? And do I need the Lunala? Like, Lunala is so good if I get up a sub on Aloe, I think. But I have to consider keeping it. I think I actually have to sack Gren here. What is Gren? I think I go Gren, actually. Because I don't think I can die to any one hit from Gren after 2 spikes. I don't die to anything. I'm going to go Greninja here. I want to preserve this Lunala. Custap, okay. Alright, let's go Gren. Live any one hit. And we're going to have to really rely on King Gambit Sucker Punch against the Ray here in the end game. But I should live any hit. The Darkest Lariat's okay. Yeah. Maggie, you got to stop, bud. That's not today, big dog. Alright, what do we lock into here? I see Grass not being a fine lock. Like, it's obviously at 1 HP. He could go Aloe here. If he goes Klefki, it's fine. I'm just going to... Yeah, I'm just going to Grass Knot here. It covers random Alomomola, which is important. Even though I expect Klefki, I don't have Surf to click here. No way he went Aloe, right? Damn. All right, we'll take that. That is a really good turn for me. Wow. A really fucking good turn for me. That looks to be AV, man. A Rocky helmet. So Spit F Rocky. I mean, I can't come back in. I can't come back in. So I think I have to Grass Knot this for damage. I just have to maximize damage on this Pokemon. I could sack it. He has to hard, though. Like, if I sack it, I get a sub up, right? If I just attack, then he can't switch, and I get a sub up. Yeah, I'm actually going to attack, yeah. Dying in front of Rocky Helmet's actually really good for me. Here, Vepsis has to recognize that, right? Ooh, alright, he stays in. Now, there's a good chance he just... he might Wish here. Wish would be his best play. Healing Wish. Oh, what are we going into? Ray, probably? Into Ray's not good. Dude, why am I getting Healing Wish all the time? Well, there we go. Another kill for Greninja on the board. Klefki's last. What is the King Gambit calc versus Ray? Because I'm AV. I'm going to go this, because I think he wants to go Ray here. And because I'm AV, I think I have the opportunity... Oh, he just goes this. Ooh. Wow, going this is huge, actually. Hold on. What's the -1 calc against Incineroar? Do you just... Can you die here? No, you can't die. Do I have to sack? I think I have to sack... Hold on. If I sack Lunala here and then bring King Gambit back in, is that game? Is that checkmate? I think it might be checkmate if he's slower. Because then I can sucker the Ray. Yeah, I'm going to sack Lunala to break this Intimidate. I'm going to get the Intimidate again, but it's fine because of the fact that he has to take more entry hazards. Yeah, I have to do this. I have to sack this to break the Intimidate off. Wow, what a... This is a close game. This might have to be... This is a King Gambit potential masterclass at the end. Because if he gives me this after... Yeah, just Darkest Lariats. Yeah, I should have been paying attention more to the speed. I don't think I saw anything that would give me information on the speed of this Pokemon. I mean, let's go in here. I think this is enough, man. Like, I've got the speed for this. I'm not going to Terra. Is this a 50-50 with the Terra? Like, kind of? I have to play, like, dark moves when you're most likely click here, because you could just be some random Mickey choice set. I'm just going to low kick, man. No Terra. Come on. Just outspeed and give me this Pokemon. Come on. Oh my god, I think that would win me this game. Especially with 5 fallen. Like, I think this might be enough. Oh my god, he didn't... Oh, he dark moved! Oh my god. Oh, he is fat. He got speed. Let's go. Oh my god, is this enough? Is this literally enough with King Gambit right now? I got a Terra on the red, of course. To prevent any extreme speed shenanigans. Dude, I think we might have just had it. We might have just done enough to pick up this game against Vepsis. at the end. Here comes Christopher. This is the Klefki, right? What are you gonna do? Foul play, probably? Do you have like a fucking Mickey fighting move? Will you foul play? Yeah, I mean, I think I have to stay in this form, right? What, you for like play ref Klefki? Play ref is doing not enough here. I think I just Iron Head here, not Terra. He reflects, okay. Is that enough for the Ray? What does the Rayquaza calc with reflect up? Circumference is 30. Man, this is freaking close at the end. So you've taken what? 45? I don't know if this is enough. What do I click here? I have to sucker, right? I'm looking at the calcs. I think I just sucker twice, right? Like there's no way I do anything else besides sucker twice. Yeah, I mean I sucker here, I think. I don't really have another option here. I don't have another option. Yeah, I mean this might just not be enough. Let's go! Oh my god, a crit! No way, that crit fucking mattered too. That crit fucking mattered too. That's so vile. What a fucking vile game that was. Jesus Christ. Oh, better lucky than good. Wow, that's crazy. Look, I'll take it. We need that win to make the playoffs. That's such a disrespectful way to do it. The crit at the end. I mean, bro, I'm looking at this calc. This calc is like 29 to 35 with 5 guys dead. I didn't even Terra. Which might have been a throw. I probably need to be in steel. It gives me the best chance against Draco Meteor, I think. Yeah, it does. That's so vile, man. That's so disrespectful. To crit the Thundy team, to crit the sucker at the end. Oh my god. Look, hey, we'll take it. I was like the chill guy meme. Like, I'm just a chill guy right now, getting crits to win games. So hey, we moved to 4-3. We're still very much in the playoff hunt. Next week we play against Joey. That'll be a fucking amazing game. Dude, his team's crazy. Mewtwo, Charizard. Talking about the 2 most fucking genius demon Pokemon of all time. So, wow. All right, well, see you all next week, everybody.